Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All for the Nintendo DS. I'm SamuraiT-X and I'm Solid Snake. And the last time we left off, we were so close to pinning the murder on Acro as we basically put him in the corner, and then Franziska came out of nowhere and said that Acro had no motive. So now it looks like when we reconvene the court session, after the recess, we're going to have to prove what his motive was and who he was after. So, yeah, we have our preparations ready, but without further ado, let's continue and go into the recess.
December 30th, 10:17 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5.
I can't believe it! Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus! Unbelievable. Ahem. Oh, ahem. Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Psst, psst. Ahem. My. He's just a little twerp, isn't he? Well, that's one way to put it.
Hey, pal! You're just gonna ignore me after I went all this trouble to bring you some evidence?
Ah, Detective Gumshoe.
Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways.
Now, Detective. I'm sorry. Now, why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, Detective?
Ho! Well, if you insist.
Now, about that evidence you mentioned, what is it?
Here you go.
Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room.
The result of our investigation. You can look at it later.
Won't Von Karma be mad at you for doing this? Oh wait, won't Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
That's why this is all a secret.
Huh?
Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in this court up until now has gone according to our plan.
Von Karma looks like she was in a pretty big hurry, though.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were into place.
Final plans?
Uh-huh. That reminds me. I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Judgment comes at the very last instant. That's it. That's it for me too, pal. I'm going home.
What did he mean by that? The very last instant part. Everything he said seems pretty cryptic to me.
Oh, one more thing.
Ah, don't scare me like that.
It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
For me?
It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry and drink it up before it spoils.
An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? Yeah, pretty much.
December 30th, 2:27 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2.
Alright, court's now reconvened. Smack.
This court is now in session. Shall we continue our proceedings?
Yes, please, Judge.
Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship with the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime.
Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answers to. Okay. About the ringmaster.
When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was the sole purpose in my life.
Okay. I guess we can only, I guess we won't find any contradictions there. I don't think so anyway, so, yeah, I don't know. I'm always known to press the witnesses anyway before presenting evidence, so that's what we're going to do, but, before that, let's read the judge's, words.
You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro could kill the man he held in such esteem.
You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need to cross-examine, is there?
Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. Well, I guess we're gonna cross-examine, just to ask. The defense has the right to cross-examine the witness.
You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. Well, I just want answers from him, you know. I just want to press every statement. That's why I said thing, but either way, if we pressed the other option, I still think we'd be cross-examining anyway, because, you know, we have to cross-examine the witness. So let's just get answers out of him anyway. Hold it! We?
Yes, my brother Sean and I.
What? You have a brother?
How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old and my brother was 4.
Your parents were very cruel, weren't they?
Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the very big circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed.
He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Yeah, he does. Ow!
There's no crying in court. Let's keep going.
The witness may proceed with his testimony.
The judge is crying. Hold it! How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster?
He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had.
What about the other people at the circus?
This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come to see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person?
I know. He seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult.
So then, how long have you been a performer?
Hold it! You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age?
I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dingleberries. It's nearly a household name. I've even heard of them in Germany.
Liar.
The point is that I wanted to be some sort of use at the circus.
You are truly a remarkable young man.
The judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father. Hold it! Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow!
How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard.
Ow! 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 Ow!
No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life.
Well, it seems cross-examination is over by the looks of things.
Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them.
I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk.
I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this witness would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty much unlikely.
Exactly right, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
What was Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster? How about it? Can you explain that to me?
No we can't, actually. I like to think that he didn't want to kill the ringmaster. I like to think that he was planning to kill somebody else, actually. And I think the baby birds agree with me on that.
I agree too.
So let's say we can't provide one.
Nick?
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven.
What?
That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow!
Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against the witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry. This is the real killer of Russell Berry, ringmaster.
If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right.
The end of things?
Acro, you didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. Yeah, it was someone else. Because someone else. Remember in the investigation, someone told us that they had a letter or a note crunched up in their pocket. So we're gonna present that person if we can. I won't give away well, you already know where I'm going with this, right? So we're gonna go with it. But the big surprise will probably be, the big surprise will be revealed very soon.
What did you just say?
I'm saying that the target of this witness's murder plot was not the ringmaster. Table smash! He did not plan to kill Russell Berry.
What?
Smack, smack, smack.
Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face, twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in my court? Ow!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else?
Yes, we are actually. And besides, this girl had something in her pocket, this note. So we're going to present Regina Berry because his brother is in hospital in a coma because he tried to impress Regina. He went all the lengths to impress Regina just to date her, you know. So yeah, we're going to present Regina. Take that!
Regina Berry?
This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? He's not commenting, so likely he was.
Objection!
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
Nope, it's not. Table smash. He could easily answer that question. If I'm wrong, If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, "You're wrong." That's it.
That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Smack. Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to. Ow!
The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Huh?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now! I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
Huh? Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl. We're going to present the note, because the note was in the cafeteria, so yeah, it says, let's check the note. It says, "To the murderer, you haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet at 10 AM at the Lodging House Plaza." So yes, Regina was apparently supposed to be Acro, or this murderer, and well, it was the ringmaster that decided to go in panic, no less, because obviously he was protecting people here, so he took the blunt of it. Obviously, sadly, that is the case. But let's present the note. Take that! Acro, do you have any recollection of seeing this?
That's...
It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 PM. So you're saying that he was called? So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? There's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did not indeed place this note inside. Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. Table smash. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. It was Regina, believe it or not.
You mean it wasn't for the...
That's exactly what I mean. That person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Smack, smack, smack. Order, order, order. Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours. It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when her father, I meant the ringmaster, read the note?
That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake instead of Regina. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today, as we smack our papers, gathering evidence? So here's his statement. We're not going to read it because it's only a flashback. I guess the baby birds are reading it for me. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it! I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bust fly.
Hey, Nick! Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience?
She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it.
Smack. Acro wrote this note to Regina?
Foolishly fool, who foolishly foolish fools. You're so foolish, you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool.
I didn't get to read the other bit, but yeah, she wrote a lot of fools.
Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place.
That's a line in the note, alright.
Well then, if the note was sent to Regina Berry, it must mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer.
You just don't get it, do you?
What? What did you just say?
Table smash. The ringmaster knew that the note was meant. The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza in place of his lovely daughter. Smack, smack, smack.
Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that What is this incident that is alluded to in this note?
The incident 6 months ago. Right. I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna end the video here because it's been 20 minutes. So when we come back, folks, we will get to the end of this trial because for sure this trial's about to end. So until then,
Thank you for watching.
we will see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.